Hey guys, Chloe here, and today I have for you the very last two games I had in the WZ-120. I was so close to finishing. I invited a couple friends. I'm like, hey guys, let's get a few more wins in this thing and let's get her done. And by so close to finishing, I mean I was actually 150,000 away, but I had a bunch of times fives going. This game I actually ran out. I didn't realize I was out of times fives. This could have been my last game. In fact, this should have been my last game in the WZ. But then I found out I ran out of boosters. And this is what happens when you play with friends. They do things like this to you. That was Daddy Divine, in case you are wondering. Yes, there he is. What a guy, what a guy. But, yep. So we're on Corellia, and we're hopefully going to be finishing the WZ today. And we had some pretty good games. I did ace this tank a few times, but none of them really felt like aces. This game also didn't really feel like an ace. This was a very easy tank to ace, and I aced it actually while I was stock too, completely stock. I don't know where that video is, if I used it or if it's hidden on my hard drive somewhere. I thought I recorded it, but I can't seem to find it, but maybe I'll find it. We fire a shot on the move at the type, and he puts a shell into us, and then our 4005 hits him and full pens him. Unfortunately, does not roll high enough to kill him, and he goes down to the T110 E4. Now we've made a really aggressive push here, guys. Because we have good turret, I have friends, I feel very confident, and so that's what I've decided to do. We have a really strong turret. We don't have any gun depression, but hey, this should work. What's that? A machine up there. Can we have to pull forward to get a shot on him. There we go. Fire it off. Oh. 4005 hits yet another shot. Full pens, this time, the machine, and makes him a one shot for us, and we finish him off. Down he goes. So our 4005 is already up to like 3,300 damage, something dumb like that, because it's a 4005 in just two shots, literally 30 seconds apart. Boom and boom. Fantastic play by him. But now we've got a couple of tanks right here we're going to be putting some shots into. But as you can see, our team has pushed up. We're playing with Rage Adrenaline, who is in his Emil 2, and I think we're with Canop is great as well. I didn't catch. I think he's playing in his 705. He's trying to get the 705A. Once he gets that, I'll be able to play it, because you guys voted for a 705A to be on the channel, so we'll be playing that soon once he finally finishes his grind. I might pick up his account and finish the grind for him, because I want to get that video out sometime this week, playing in the 705A, because last time we did a video like that, it was in the E75, and then I told you guys to put in the comments below what you want to see next, and there was an overwhelming number of people who wanted to see the 705A. So that's what we'll be doing next. We just gotta wait for a 705A. Because right now I've got a couple of other lines I'm grinding. I suppose I could start the 705A line, but I think that would take a little bit. So I'm just gonna wait for Catnip to finally finish, which should not be very long from now. Down goes the artillery. Our artillery was pre-aimed for their artillery, and he dies. We get a bit of assist from that. But as you can see, we're up to 2,200 damage and 1,200 assist damage. This is a very fast game. This is what you can do when you're platooned. And we were going up against, I think, a higher tier platoon than us. I didn't quite catch it. But, at the same time, even though... So, there's two things about platoons, alright? Yeah, they had a higher tier platoon. The first of all, it's very easy to carry the game. It is. It's easy to carry the game when you're a top tier tank. Or not a top tier. Yeah, when you're a top tier platoon. However, when you're not top tier and you're platooning, they usually put you up against higher tier platoons, which they've done here, and that actually makes it a little bit more difficult. However, our 4005, his very first two shots nuked two tanks, and that gave our team the huge advantage that, well, that really helped. I don't know if we needed that advantage, but it really helped. No machine to fight, no Type 64 to fight, right? Type 60 or Type 61. Type 64 is the tier 6. So yeah, no. So that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So I think that was the big game changer right there, and that allowed us to play super aggressive on that corner and get rid of their bigger heavies. Another thing that kind of allowed us to win this game was the fact that their top tier platoon did not go that way to fight us. They went the medium way, and their heavies, one of them was an E100. The game would have been completely different. Hello, E75. Why are you here? I don't know. The game would have been completely different had they went to fight us. In fact, if our 4005 missed one of his shots and their top tier platoon was over in that corner, I don't know if we would have won. I think we would have been crushed on that flank. I really do. but I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Why? Because, well, they would have had more hit points. A lot more hit points. And so you never know. But there's the E100 there. And on our left, T-54E1. Put a shell on the move. No, we're unable to. We want this E100. Come here, E100. Our light tank is going after him. Let's go help a light tank out to finish this game. Here we come, T100. He's a T100. He probably doesn't actually need help. Get a bit more assist as just driving. Barely any. We're still at 1,200. Haven't quite reached 1,300. But we're at 3,400 damage right now. And you're thinking, this is a very low ace damage game. Yes, it is. It is a very low damage ace game. However, the reason we're getting so much is I'm trying to get my gun down to shoot him in the tracks, but it's not working. So we're just going to put one in the back of his tank and circle him. The reason this is going to be an ace tanker is because of how close we are to the enemy vehicles. Put another shell into the side of his tank, and you're going to see that come into play next game when we don't get an ace tanker, even though we do so much more, and it feels like we're, you know, providing a lot more help for the team. And we finish off the E100 there. And that's all we're going to be able to do this game because the light tank took off running. There he is down yonder. Will we be able to find a shot on him, or is he going to get finished off by the Conqueror? Conqueror finishes him off. I don't know if he shot him or he landed on him. It almost looked like he landed on him or rammed him. But needless to say. Oh, yep. Catnip's great, says negative. He was, in fact, in this game, in this platoon, grinding for the 705A. So let's see the results. How well did we do? Come on. 5,800 damage because we didn't shoot premium rounds. 47, sorry, credits, 5,800 credits. 4,700 damage done, 1,200 assisted. And only, what is that? Is that 15 or 16? Is that 1,500? Or is that 1,600? I can't see on the small screen. But regardless, that's a pretty low ace tanker. The reason we got an ace tanker there was because of how close we were to the enemy when we were fighting them. The closer you are to the enemies, the more experience you get. Every time, in fact, when you're close to the enemy, every time they shoot, you get experience. So that's why we got an ace tanker there. But next, we are on highway. And same platoon, and same tanks, exact next game. And let's see, we got Baconating joining up here. Hey, what are the odds? Baconating, welcome. Welcome to the platoon. So this, I don't know if you guys have ever joined the streams, but there's a rating system apparently on the streams about who the favorite people I play with are. And this is all the top 4. These are the top 4 players, if I'm not mistaken. No, Grotty Knight, never mind. He's number 2, I think. Grotty's ranked number 2. So Grotty's not here. So we've got rank 1, rank 3, rank 4, and rank 5. It's funny that we have a ranking system. It goes Daddy Divine, who is blocking me again. It's just what he does. He's a memer. Aha! You can't bank very well. We pass you. Get wrecked. So we've got Daddy Divine, number 1. Grotty Knight, number 2, who is not here. Rage Adrenaline, number 3, who is here. Canip is great. Is it Canip is great? Yes, who's number 4. Baconating, who's number 5. He's just in the party, though. And then Prescott didn't even make that list, but I'm assuming Prescott's, or Ash Daddy, is number 6. That's what I'm going to assume. But who knows? Who knows? Since those are really the only people I really play with ever. So, yeah. Anyway, we are on highway, and we're going to play hyper aggressive. Hello there. Fire through? Yes, we can. Boom, put a shell into the E50. And then I realized, oh, he's going to shoot me? No, he's not. He thought about shooting me, so I decided to pull back. But alas, he does not. Here comes our auto-loading. Oh, Emil too. It doesn't matter. Already hits him. And he goes down, and we're going. Okay. You see no one? Let's do this then. Did he just fire? He did fire a shot. Okay. He decided to fire a blind shot and then go for a reload. Interesting. I guess that works. But here we are. We are now on this inside. When I watch people play PC on highway, this is actually what they do from our spawn. From our spawn, they usually push all the way to here, and then the fight is here. It's a little bit interesting, and the games go really fast when you do that, and your team either wins or loses, and it's kind of a... I don't know how I feel about it. But we're doing it here, and that's what's going to happen. We have a Waffle Panzer IV here. We're loading up some HG with our 122mm gun. We're going to put one into his... only 484. 484 is actually really, really low roll with this. I'm not 100% sure what the alpha is with the HG, but there we go. That's a better one. 571. That makes up for it. And now we switch to our AP immediately because we don't need it anymore. Down goes the Waffle. Now we're going to go for this Carnarvon. Can we put a shell into the Carnarvon? No, we cannot. We hit the very front drive wheel of Canip is great in his 705, and we're unable to get any damage off him. But can we put a shell into him this time? Can we do it? Yes, we can. We pick him up. Down he goes. And we're going to change our attention now to the artillery, who's straight in front of us, the M12. Are we going to be able to find a shell into the M12? Somebody just bounces off of him. I think it was Rage, because Rage is terrible RNG. Like, if you guys think you have bad RNG, or you watch my streams and you think I have bad RNG, Rage Adrenaline has the worst RNG in this game. Nobody has worse RNG than him. I've seen some of his games where he's playing in a Chieftain, fully aiming his shots, and somehow only getting a 33% hit rate. In a Chieftain, which is tied for the most accurate gun on a heavy tank, if I'm not mistaken. Is it .31 or is it .32? I don't remember. Maybe it is .32. If it is .32, then the Tiger 2 is actually more accurate. But here we go. Come here, T28 prototype. We're coming for you next. We're still full health, so I'm not really worried about you shooting me. We should be able to penetrate him just straight through the upper plate. Unfortunately, the shell goes low, and we're unable to pick him up. But we should get around him now and finish him off. Yeah, now he's a one-shot for us. Boom, down he goes, and we're going to change our attention now to this tank destroyer. But Chinese tanks, do they climb hills very quickly? No, they don't. They've got terrible engines. Terrible, terrible engines. Conway and Centurion. Can we put some shells into these guys? Conway just fired. There's the Centurion. Can we put a shell into the Centurion before he escaped? That's not a Centurion, that's a Pantera. My mistakes. But we do. We put a shell into him, and Rage picks him up. And now we're going after the Conway, who's using, I believe, the big gun with Hesh. Could be mistaken, but there's artillery. Conway's gonna shoot us. He does. He shoots us with Hesh. I don't know if that's the big gun or the small gun. It sounded like the smaller one, but I'm not too sure. So we're gonna roll around and hopefully finish this guy off. Hello there. Can we shoot faster than him? Well, yeah, but we didn't roll high enough. That was the smaller gun. He goes down. Gets picked up by Divine. There he goes again. A third time so far today. Actually, he did that every game. Every game he tried to push me around as he drives by. Just what he does. Please don't report for physics abuse. It was fun. It was all in good fun. All in good fun. That's what you gotta do when you play this game. You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. Ooh, T10. I changed my attention to the T10 because I could smell another ace tanker. And so I'm like, I'm gonna go after the higher tier targets. Because that's gonna get me more experience. Because I'm like, can I get 2 aces in a row in this thing? Come on, 2 aces in a row. Hello, T10. Can we put another shell into you? Yes, we can. We put another shell into the T10. How about the ISM? Hello, ISM. Can I put some damage into you? Can I kill the ISM or the T10? No, I should have killed the T10. I should have killed the T10. I thought the T10 was going to die. And I didn't feel like moving my gun. Because when you move your gun, ooh, the circle gets huge. And Rage finishes off the T10. Had I shot the T10, maybe this would have been an ace. But I did not. I did not shoot the T10. So let's see what happens. What did we do? Where are we at? Well, we'll find out. How much damage did we do? Well, we made 66,000 credits, 5,200 damage, 855 assists, and only a first class. But we are done, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. We're done. We now have the WZ-121, or just the 121. It's not even a WZ. It's just a 121, and we will be playing that probably very soon. In fact, I already have a couple games in it, and I will show you the first game. That's what I kind of want to do now. Every time I get a tier 10 or a premium tank or anything like that, I show you the first game. And so that's what we're going to be doing. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me tell you, this line is awful. The 9 is terrible. It's terrible. It's not very good. The lights are lackluster, to say the least. Like, they're not really good at anything. But then they're also not average either. But some people like the lights. I didn't like the lights, but hey, it is what it is. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Slap that like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out Space Bandit, GotADingy's YouTube and Twitch in that order. Because Space Bandit and GotADingy, I did say it in that order, so that's perfect. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care, everyone, and peace out.